Tuesday of race week. I'm gonna turn this doorknob, trying out the new shoes today. Not the race shoes, but just new shoes into the rotation. And 4 miles. That's what's on tap. Let's go. Miles for an average pace of 7 minutes and 44 seconds per mile. Hey everybody, Andy Hahn here. A little bonus video this week. Today's run was 4 miles. It was a mile warm-up, 2 miles at perceived marathon effort, and a mile cool down because it is race week. I'm recording this on Tuesday, so run on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, rest on Wednesday, run on Thursday, rest on Friday, shakeout run on Saturday, and then the Austin Marathon. So today's run, the middle 2 miles, were supposed to be a perceived marathon effort, and I just ran off a feel, not looking at the watch, and overshot the first mile a little bit, under 7 minutes per mile, which is faster than my marathon pace. The second mile was like right on the money, and today was the first day taking out these shoes. This is the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2, and I think what's called the Green Lightning or Green Flash colorway. So, quick little first impression review. Now, obviously, if you've been following this channel for any amount of time, I get shoes kind of at the end of their life cycle because I like to save a little bit of money. So that means my thoughts come months after typically a shoe is released, and that's fine, right? I know there's other people out there like me. There's also other really great reviews. I encourage you to go watch them. But my quick thoughts. Only 4 miles in, obviously, but it felt great. And I expected nothing different. I expect it to continue to feel great through the entire life of the shoe. I'm going to take it to probably about 400 miles. As you can go back and look in my channel earlier, I put like over 1,000 miles into 3 different pairs of the Endorphin Speed 1. I think it's great. And I don't think they really changed a lot for this shoe. What they did change is a much stiffer heel cup. So the idea is it's supposed to lock in your heel better. It's a different mesh pattern in the upper. It's supposed to be more breathable. Different cuts, I would assume, in the second tier of the mesh. So this is, I don't know if they exactly call it sandwich mesh. Other companies call this type of product like that, but it's clearly 2 layers of material. And the underneath layer appears to have more perforation in it. And then the other thing they say that they changed was the laces. I didn't have a problem with the lockdown or the grippiness of the laces in them coming untied, but they say that it's supposed to provide a better lockdown and better, I guess, knots, whatever, on the laces. Same phenomenal Power Run Plus foam. Same full-length nylon plate. Now, obviously, carbon-plated shoes are like a big thing right now, but the nylon plate is where it's at, I think, for runners like me, particularly in training, because a carbon fiber plate takes a lot more force to compress the plate and then to get it to spring back, to get any sort of mechanical advantage from the plate. Nylon plate does not take as much force. So a carbon fiber plate, like in the Vaporfly, it's great for me for races because I'm picking up the pace. I'm putting more force into the sole of the shoe, so I think I get something out of the carbon fiber plate. But in training, I'm not hitting those efforts as often, and so the nylon plate is great. What stayed the same, the speed roll, I think is what they call this, shape, this geometry. Same as so many other shoes. They basically all have it now, but once you hit a point in your gait cycle, as you can see, the shoe is like levered, right? So as you're running, you hit this point in the shoe where it rolls you forward. It's very light. It's 2 ounces lighter. I remember that for sure. It's advertised at 2 ounces lighter than the first version in a size 9. I think it's 7.7 ounces for this versus 7.9 ounces. Or it might be it's 7.5 for this versus 7.9 ounces for the prior. I believe that we're still at like, actually, give me just a second. I do want to make sure I have this right. The stack height. The stack height is 35 in the heel, 27.5 for 8mm drop. Other than that, the shoe's basically the same tread pattern, same exposed foam. It's a phenomenal shoe. So those are just kind of my initial thoughts. Just wanted to bring those to you today. And also real quick, what does my running shoe rotation look like, right? New shoes coming into the rotation. So what is going out? Well, it's winter. I think we're past the worst parts of winter here in Chicago, but nonetheless, this is what like my winter, my most recent winter shoe rotation looked like. So number one, kind of one end of the spectrum, this is the Pegasus Shield. I think it's a 35. It's actually from a few years ago. You can still get this exact one at the outlet store here. And the Shield, it's water repellent, it's insulated, it's a different tread pattern. So this is what I go to on snow days. When it's wet, when it's tough to get grip, this is excellent. Now, it's not a shoe, but I will pair it with this. This is an ankle gaiter. So the way that this works is the strap goes underneath the shoe, and then it gets on top of the shoe, zips together, and then your ankle comes down into it like this, and so it obviously provides cover from keeping snow and stuff falling into your shoe, which will get wet, and obviously if it's rocking particles and stuff like that, it'll be a problem. And there's a little drawstring on the top to help it snug it up against the ankle. So this is shoe number one. This is, I think, my second or third season in the Peg 35 Shield. I just like, it's useful, gets the job done. This is the shoe that's soon going to be leading the rotation. This is the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2 Runshield. So a waterproof or water-resistant upper, a little bit more insulation. I have a full review of this video, and different compound in the this rubber on the sole. This has been excellent this winter. I've run in like true temperatures of like down to -5 Fahrenheit in the shoe with one layer of socks. Feet have stayed perfectly, I don't want to say overheating warm because that's not true, but they've been safely warm, right? Not bitter, not suffering through the bitter cold. This shoe, because of the winter, I might use it on like an easy day because of the insulation, but it's more for kind of two things, my long runs and my faster runs. So long run because, again, the foam is gentle on the legs. Fast runs because the foam's got the good pop with the nylon plate inside of it, so you get good pace out of this shoe very well. It's also very light. So tempos, thresholds, intervals, and long runs. That's what this specific shoe has been used for. As it warms up, this shoe is going to be taking over the role of this shoe. I also have the Asics Novablast 2. This is really my easy day and recovery day shoe right now. From time to time, I will grab it for something kind of like a threshold day. I'm not going to run tempo. I'm not going to run intervals in here. The sole, it's a little bit heavier shoe. The midsole is also not as energy efficient, I don't think, as the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2, the winter or the regular version. So that's what this shoe is for. Finally, the race shoe. I've talked about this before. I still have a pair of the original Vaporfly Next Percent with less than 40 miles on it. So this is what I race in right now, and that's 5K all the way up to the marathon. There are specific, like 5K specific shoes that have come out and do come out, right? The Rebel Rebel 1 was supposed to be a 5K shoe, the Streakfly, Zoomfly, or whatever it's called that just came out. But for me, because I'm not like at that level, this shoe or the next version of it is more than sufficient for me. It's still lightweight, it still has a carbon plate, and still has the Zoom X foam. So everything I'm looking for. So right now that's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shoes in the rotation. To recap, the Shield for snowy, low traction days. The Novablast 2 for easy days and recovery days. Maybe a little bit of threshold work on this. Or sorry, tempo threshold, I get that backwards. Whatever, the longer version of a quick run. And then the Saucony Endorphin Speed 2 Runshield. It's being replaced by the Saucony Endorphin Speed Normal. And the Vaporfly for racing. At any given time, typically my rotation is just 2 shoes, and once we come out of the winter months, right, it's a little bit of a special part of the rotation right now because of the weather outside, right, the cold, the rain, the water, the snow, so that's why we have these, you know, water-resistant shoes. But once we come out of that, this is going to be it. A fast and long day shoe, and an easy day / recovery day shoe. So that's kind of the shoe rotation. It's also my initial thoughts on the Endorphin Speed 2. Thanks for watching. We will continue to push on towards the Austin Marathon, which is this Sunday. I think it's like 4 days away. So thanks. I'll talk to you later.